I'm sorry. Yeah, my mic was muted. Okay, I'll repeat again. I'm not going to trade Nasdaq today because Nasdaq in a really strong uptrend, and I don't know when the retracement will happen here. And anyway, because this up move is really strong, really big, like we can see today is around 2% for now. We can't work from weak levels here, and I'm not sure that price will go to stronger levels because of strong uptrend. So if you want to see the price for a stronger level, for example at 12,880, I don't think it's possible. Yeah, I don't think the price will reach that level in nearest future, like in next even 1, 2, 3 hours. So we should wait for some kind of this situation, like small consolidation. So we need to see where the levels of support are formed, because I don't think the price will go down a lot. But anyway, we have some other instruments, for example crude oil, which is already on a really nice resistance level, 71.30, and I think we can look for a short trade here. There is strong downtrend, and we can look for a short trade here. But for now, I don't see any nice volumes. I don't see a really nice confirmation to open a trade here, because the confirmation, like I can say, we could have opened a trade at 910. There were big volumes, but on this retest that we have in right now, I don't see big volumes, and it means, and also price pierced these volumes really strong, and I don't see nice resistance here anymore. So I think that price can go a bit higher, and we should wait a little bit. We need to find a good confirmation, because when I'm trying to open a trade, I always compare the volumes. So volumes on the resistance and volumes on the support, and we can see that volumes on a support are bigger than volumes on the current resistance. So it means the buyers are a bit stronger now, so we need stronger sellers to open a short trade. So for opening a short trade, we need firstly bigger volumes. We need to see a proper reaction of the price to these volumes, and I still think that we can have a short trade here, maybe a bit later, but not at the moment. So guys, if you want to review some of your trades, you can send me to Telegram channel, and also we can look for some other instruments. If you trade some other futures, you can send me a ticker name, and we can make a small review of that instrument, because usually I do not trade many instruments. I trade crude oil, Nasdaq. Sometimes I trade natural gas, and rarely I trade gold. Actually, we can look at the gold now. So on a gold we have strong uptrend, and it's the best option is to look for long trades here, but maybe on a smaller time frames we can have a different situation here. No, it's same. We have really strong sharp movements up, so the best we can do here is to open a long trade, and I think the first level of support we can have somewhere here. So we will place a alert here at 1981.9, maybe a bit higher, 2082.2, and we can open a long trade. The risk reward will be quite nice here, around 20 ticks of risk, and around I think 60 or even more, because I think the price can go higher, at least to 1991 or 1992. So the target could be around 100 ticks, and our risk is about I think not more than 20 ticks. So it's a nice trade. It's worth to open it, and let's wait what happened. And we shouldn't forget about crude oil, because I think this is the trade we can do in the nearest future. So my strategy is really simple. First, I'm trying to find good levels, strong levels that can keep price for falling or from rising. If I'm looking for a short trade, then I'm waiting the price to approach these levels, and then I need a confirmation. And confirmation could be of two types. First is volumes, and the second one, I need to see that price can pierce through the levels, like opposite levels. Yeah, Nasdaq would be interesting, but it's not really smart to try to short Nasdaq when it's on a strong trend, uptrend, because it's not easy to catch a reversal point on a Nasdaq when we are trying to make a short trade. It's much easier to catch a reversal when you're looking for long trades, and there are like some techniques that you can catch a reversal on a Nasdaq on a long trend, on a long trade, but to open a short it's a really complicated task, because even if we understand where the price can reverse, it does mean that it will reverse at exactly like some point. It's much easier to open long trades on a Nasdaq. Like there are some instruments you better not open any short trades, and Nasdaq and S&P one of them. So, but yeah, you're right. Like we can try to place some alerts on a Nasdaq, looking for a short trade. Maybe the situation will be like really nice. We will see some extraordinary volumes, really like strong, sharp reaction. So we could try to open a short trade, but usually it's not easy task. And our goal is not to make some complicated trades. Yeah, our goal is to make some money, and I think it's the best way is to look for a simplest way of making money, not for the hardest one. And opening a short trade on a Nasdaq is not an easy task, believe me. Better not to short it if you don't have a really nice experience and you're not trained well for like shorting Nasdaq. And I can't say that I'm trained well for shorting Nasdaq. I'm well trained for going long on Nasdaq, but not for short trades. Like you can short any other instrument, like especially commodities. You can short gold, you can short crude oil, but shorting Nasdaq usually is not a good idea. Sometimes I do short trades, sometimes, but it should be like really nice situation, really nice confirmation when you're 100% sure that you will get a profit on that trade. So for now we are watching only two instruments. Okay, if we consider Nasdaq as well, so three instruments. The first one is crude oil. The second one is gold. And the third one is Nasdaq. Crude oil is going to break through the day high today. I think the price will go higher. And depending on how it will pierce the level, how it will break through the level, we can make a decision to open a trade or not. And gold is already far away. The price on gold already reached the level, the first target, we can say. It's around 50 ticks. The next target is 1992, but still the level that we marked here, 1982, still interesting for us. And if price goes back down to this level, we can consider a long trade as well. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me. I'm here to help you, to help understand how to trade better. I can share my experience with you. I see some nice trades that made by some of LMI subscribers. Like there are many screenshots, but I don't want to review all of them. But still, this one I think is the best for now. This is from last week, 15 March, and this is really good trade. It's not easy to take such a big move, and the trader was quite experienced, I think, to make everything right here. And what I like that I can see where the stop loss, so the trader trades with small stop losses, so he has low risks, and it's really important because we can see many trades that are made with a huge risk, and I'm not sure that on a long distance you can consistently make money, because if your risk is equal to your reward, I don't think this is a profitable strategy. Usually you can have maybe a few weeks, few months of profit, but if your risk usually is the same as your profit, or even bigger, I don't think it ends nicely for most of traders. Yeah, I know that there are strategies when you have huge risk and very small profit, but usually they are working on some short period of time, and they are not valid for all market conditions. They are seasonal. Sometimes they could work, and sometimes they could bring you a lot of losses. But this kind of trades, when you have low risk and you have really big profit, they're really profitable. I can say lucrative, yeah. Because I can show you another trade. Just to compare. And I don't think this is a good idea. I'm not sure even if this trader had a stop loss here, because you can see that actually the stop loss is equal to our profit target. Yeah, we could see a good profit here around $3,000, but it does mean that you could have the same consistently on your real money account. And the idea of opening a short at this place, I don't think it's good. So actually there were a lot of signs to close this trade, even to open a long trade here, but not to keep a short trade. So it's like a gambling, I think. You open a trade and you just hope that it will go your direction. Sometimes it goes, sometimes not. But trading is predictable. You can predict the price, but you can do it only on specific levels. So you can't have a trade anywhere on a chart. You just open a chart and you open a trade. and you're sure that you will have a profit. But for having a profit, you have to expect price on a proper level, which is good, which is predictable. I could say that there are levels that are predictable when you can understand what will happen on this level. And you can estimate a certain reaction to the level. And that's how you make money. Let's look at crude oil. I think the price showing us some invitations to open a trade. We need some adjustments here. So could you tell me if crude oil is ready for short trade? What do you think, guys? Can we short crude oil? So I think it's too early to open a short trade. Because there is no fight for the level. So I don't think that big players are interested right now at this level. So it's risky to open a trade here. That's why we skip it for now. Maybe a bit later we could have better situation here. And I think that Nasdaq could show us some kind of nice situation here. I will place alert. And we go long on a Nasdaq. I think it's even faster than to expect a short trade on a crude oil. We could have it earlier than a trade on a crude oil. I think the easiest way to detect a fight is increased volumes. So if the price just goes up on a regular volumes or on average volumes, can you say that there is a fight? because the price could not reverse at any place just by itself, because it just wants to go back down. Yes, it reverses because there is a reason, because there are like big sellers that pushing the price, and if there are no sellers and only buyers, the price will continue to rise. When there is equal amount of buyers and sellers, what happens? Price stays in a range, but if sellers prevail, if there are many sellers, they are stronger, they will push price down. So we need a confirmation, kind of huge volumes. We should understand that there is a fight for the level, because otherwise it will break through many times and price will go higher. And we are looking for a short trade. We are not interested in buying here, because actually this is a level of resistance and we can't buy here with a low risk. To buy with a low risk, we need a good support level. So actually it's very simple and really efficient. Like we can sell only if you are looking for any kind of trade and we are not worried about risk. We can open a short trade right now, but I don't recommend to make it big volume, only like maybe micro contract, because on a 1 hour time frame I could see these volumes that stop price from rising, but the best trade when you see a confirmation on many different time frames. Now I have it only on a higher time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, and I don't see a confirmation, like nice confirmation on a 5-minute time frame. But Nasdaq is really interesting right now. I'm not sure that we can have a big profit making this trade, but I'll show you the scenario I'm expecting here. I'm expecting retest of 12,970. So we can have an entry point somewhere here. Our risk would be around 10 points. And profit target, the first target, I think somewhere around 13,000. The second target is 13,020, and I think the price can go higher because still there are a distance to go on a Nasdaq. I think the price can go to 13,082, even higher. So the first target is here, and we do small calculation here, like $500 profit, around $200 risk to the first target. So I could say it's a good trade, and we can make it, because even to the first target the risk reward is around 2.5. We risk 200 and we get 500, and on a second target we could have almost $900, and if price goes to 13,082, we could have like a few times more. That makes this trade really interesting, and that's why I'm looking for a confirmation here. I'm looking for a retracement. So anyway, when you trade, you should always have a scenario, so you know what to do, because I don't know how our brain works, yeah, but if you're not well prepared for the trade and you open it and something goes wrong, you can just freeze down and watch how your loss is increasing and you can't do anything. So to prevent these kind of situations, you need a scenario, you need a plan for each trade you make, so you don't freeze, you don't freak out, yeah, and you know what to do. And when you can close the position, when you can increase it, maybe if your strategy has this option. So actually I'm ready to short crude oil, but I want better price, and I placed alert at 71.48. So if price goes there, I will open a short. But because I don't see like proper confirmation on 5-minute time frame, I prefer to open a really small position here, because I should work there with increased stop loss. But it can give a really nice profit, because even with a risk around 30 ticks, we could have around 150 ticks of profit. So it makes it $1,500 against 300 of risk. So it's nice deal. It could be nice trade, but to make this risk possible, this low risk possible, actually 30 ticks is not very low risk, but for such a big target it could be. Okay, price is almost at the level on a Nasdaq. Now we need confirmation. We are expecting price to retest 12,970. It's almost there. And crude oil also falling down. I think it's too early. Let's wait a little bit more. Okay, we can open a trade now. Now we have to wait for retracement. Actually, it went our scenario that we draw here before. The first trade maybe I made a bit earlier, and then I should, and then I thought the price still could have a retracement here. So maybe it will, maybe no. I think I draw first target somewhere here, around 13,000, and the price almost reached it. Okay, now we have to cancel this order. I think the price still could have another retest here, but then it can go lower, and we try to open trade a bit lower. So actually the same scenario here. We expect one more retracement, one retest. Yeah, it was good setup, but I didn't succeed in it. But actually it was planned properly. But I think that now I see big volumes on the Nasdaq, so I think the price can go down again, and then we can try to open a long trade one more time. Because the first target is reached, and I don't think that price will go to the second target right now, like 13,020. I'm not sure it will happen right now, so better to close trade, and we can try another long, same place, but I'm not trying to make it with a limit order anymore. The reason is really simple. I could see a big volume right now at this place, and I want to be sure that the similar volume appear at support. So for that we need price goes a bit below 12,970. It could be around 12,960. I don't think it will go much lower, like below 1950, 12,950, 950. So we understand the place where we can have a long trade somewhere in this area. And maybe in this case, if I see like some big trades here, I can consider opening a short trade, because still we can have like around 700 profit, and the risk will be around $150. And I could say this trade makes this ratio make this trade lucrative. Not yet. Guys, our time comes to end. I think in a few minutes I'll have to close our trading session, so you can ask me questions. Still we have a few minutes, and I don't think the price will reach like in next few minutes. Yeah, maybe it happened, but you can watch that same scenario at this point. And if I make this trade, I'll send it in our Telegram group, so you can check on it. So what we are waiting here, the same retest. We need bigger volumes at this point, at this area. And again, the first target remained the same. The second target also remains the same. Actually, all targets remaining the same. But the profit at the first target would be bigger because price goes lower. And actually, I think somewhere here we can open a trade. So from that point to the first target is around $700. So it's like 50% more than before. At that trade we expect $500. This trade can give us around $750. So it's a nice profit and nice risk reward ratio. And I think that gold also could fall down to the level we marked, 1982. I'm not sure that the crude oil will retrace like very fast. Maybe we need more than 1 hour to expect the price here at 71.48 or 50. I still do not believe that price will drop down right here. It's possible, but I think the probability is not big that we will see like sharp move down here. I think before price is going down, we could see some kind of retest of 71.50 because I don't see like the volumes that could reverse the price right now at this point, and that's why I still have an idea that price can go a bit higher, and there we can open a short trade. Because why I'd like to open a trade on a crude oil, because the profit target is really nice. The first profit target is around $70. And if you open our trade at 71.50, it makes profit target around 1,500. And the second target is around $69, and then it could drop to $65, $66. So we could make like $5,000 on that trade, but it's not day trading, because I don't think that the price could fall down so much on one day. There are no news, and I think it may take like 3-4 days, maybe 1 week, for the price to go to 66 or 65, but still it's possible. Yeah, guys, I hope to see you on our next session. I think I can do it next Thursday, but I'm sure that you will be informed by email from LMI team about our next session, and I hope we can do better trades, more trades. Because actually I do not make many trades. I prefer to make like 2-3 trades per day, because it's easier. It save your time, save your health, and it's better to watch the market for some time, but then you can make a trade that can cover all your like, if you can say it, if you can call it expenses. Yeah, it can cover the time you spend watching for that trade. So hope to see you next time. Stay tuned. You can subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next session. See you. Bye bye.